afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to of this very intriguing encounter of the Emirates.
Hello and welcome once again. It's another exciting day of cricket here at the ICC Academy. It's the Emirates D10 2023 powered by FanCode. We are live from the ICC Cricket Academy and it's match number 29. It's Emirates Red taking on Abu Dhabi. The Red are in red hot form. Abu Dhabi, the men in yellow, are also looking dangerous in terms of their performance. They have been consistently winning games and this promises to be an exciting cracker of a game between two top sides taking on against each other. That's match number 29. We've got 4 matches lined up for you. First game of the day is Emirates Red taking on Abu Dhabi. Match number 30 is Dubai taking on Sharjah. Emirates Blues versus Fujairah. That's match number 31. And the last game of the day is Ajman taking on Dubai again. So Dubai have double headers. They've got 2 matches today. And they will definitely want to win both these games against Sharjah first and then against Ajman. Right, so it's time for us to head down to the centre, find out what the wicket has to tell us and also the conditions and what they warrant. We've got Ahmed Khwaja giving us his analysis of the pitch.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another warm and sunny afternoon here at the ICC Cricket Academy here in the heart of Dubai Sports City for yet another day of the Emirates D10 2023 powered by FanCode. Well, let's take a look at the pitch. Today it is going to be the Gabba replica wicket here, so there will be a lot of good pace and bounce for your fast bowlers and for your spinners alike. But in these early summer conditions, especially with the early afternoon start, that means it's going to be a batter's paradise. So absolutely no confusion about it. If you are winning the toss in the early afternoon games, I would certainly elect to bat first, post a score of 120, maybe even 130, 135, and look to defend that in the second innings. It's a very true wicket. You will enjoy batting on it. The bounce is true. The carry is great. So win the toss and elect to bat first.
Right, so the pitch definitely looks like a batter's paradise. As mentioned by Ahmed Khwaja, we've seen a lot of runs being scored. The ball does come on to the bat nicely. While we talk about the pitch, let's quickly look at the points table as well. Fujairah are right at the top. They have been winning games and they've just lost 1 game out of their 8 games and are on 14 points and are right at the top of the table. It's a clash between the number 2 and number 3 of the tournament. It is Emirates Red taking on Abu Dhabi. That's the game coming up next. Emirates Red are looking really good. It's their first ever tournament and they have really played exceptional cricket all throughout. 12 points to their name. Abu Dhabi is at number 3, Sharjah at number 4 and Emirates Blues at number 5. They still can make it in that top 4, Sharjah and Emirates Blues, but they'll have to win their game. Sharjah definitely having an advantage since they played only 7 games while Emirates Blues have played 9 games. Dubai and Ajman, well, they are almost out of the tournament and have had a terrible run in this tournament and would want to change that hopefully in the next season. But as we mentioned, the focus right now is on Emirates Red and Abu Dhabi, number 2 and number 3. We'll have to wait how and see and how they decide to do once they win the toss. Ahmed Khwaja has said that win the toss, bat first is the right way to go about it. So let's head down to the centre one more time where we've got Ahmed Khwaja with the 2 captains for the toss.
Thank you, Combs. Well, it's time for the all-important toss of this very, very intriguing encounter of the Emirates D10. To my right are the 2 captains. Leading Emirates Reds, we have Sanaul Haq Bhatti. Leading Team Abu Dhabi, we have Ali Abid. And of course, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our match referee. It's going to be Reds to flip the coin. Tails is the call from Abu Dhabi. It has come down his head. Sanaul Haq, you have won a very, very important toss. Please look in the camera and tell us, what is your decision?
We would like to bat first.
And taking a look at the conditions, what do you think is a safe target on this pitch?
Actually, anything above 110 because like day game, so we would like to put maximum score on the board, so it will helpful for later on to defend it.
Changes to the playing 11?
No, we stick with the same side.
Best of luck for the game, Sana.
Thanks.
Ali Abid, आइए. Unfortunately, toss हार गए, bowling आ गई. अगर toss जीतते तो क्या करते?
हम पहले bowling ही करने वाले थे as usual, तो कोशिश करेंगे इनको कम से कम टारगेट पे पकड़ें और इंशाल्लाह चीज़ करें.
आपकी टीम अच्छे फॉर्म में है, रेड्स भी बहुत अच्छी फॉर्म में है, 2 तगड़ी साइडें हैं. लोगों ने एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था कि अबू धाबी और एमिरेट्स रेड्स इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग परफॉर्मेंस देंगी. मज़ा आ रहा है लोगों को चूक के, सरप्राइज दे के.
जी मज़ा तो आ रहा है, आपको पता है, और फिर परफॉर्मेंस भी सबकी अच्छी चल रही है. तो कोशिश करें कि आज भी जीतें और ऐसी परफॉर्मेंस को कंटिन्यू करें।
Changes to the playing 11.
2 चेंजेस है हमारे पास, मदर इन है और वो एक ही चेंज है, सॉरी।
Best of luck for the game.
थैंक यू।
Right then, news from the center is that Emirates Reds have won the toss and they've elected to bat first.
Right, so the news is that Emirates Red have won the toss and decided to bat first. Let's look at the playing 11 for both the sides. For Emirates Red, they've got Abdullah Kayani, Ahan Fernandez, the opening batter. Amar Badami also is in that playing 11. Besides that, they've got Clint Birkinshaw, who's the all-rounder in the side. Mohammad Asif, Mohammad Irfan, Mohammad Shadad, Sanaul Haq, the captain, and Shabiq Iftari also is in that playing 11. Umar Mohammad and Uzair Haider. While for Abu Dhabi, they've gone with an unchanged playing 11. Ali Abid, Irshad Hussain, Kamran Atta, Mazhar Bashir, Mohammad Mohsin, Muqtadar Babar, Osama Hassan Shah, Raja Akifullah, Uzair Bacha, Yash Punja and Zubair Khan. So Abu Dhabi in fact have got 2 changes to their side. Emirates Red have gone with the same playing 11. And the news again is that Reds have elected to bat first after winning the toss. So we've got the 2 batters out there in the middle. The 2 partners have walked out together, and my partner in the comm box has joined me now. It is Abid Ibrahim with me on the mic.
Thank you very much, Shoaib. Yeah, it's been now they're working with a right hand and left hand combination, and things are working really well. Emirates Reds has one way only to get top at the graph. They've been better and better since they have made this debut tournament for them, and they've been exceptional with the bat, with the ball, in the field. 100% they give whenever they're given the opportunity. What a fabulous contest this has been. And also talk about Team Abu Dhabi. They have been really impressive. If you see the journey, it's been a lot of ups and downs for Team Abu Dhabi. There you go. Play is the call. First ball. Drop and run. Single taken immediately on a very first delivery. The left-hander, Ahan Fernandez, who start this tournament as an opener and still is batting as an opener. He's doing well. The last game, the belief captain put on him, now it's finally paying off.
Yes, Uzair started off as a middle order batter, but then now he's been promoted up the order to open the innings with Ahan Fernandez. Ahan scoring 48, if I'm not wrong, in the previous game that he played yesterday. Swing of the bat, and it's been played in the gap. It's going to be the first boundary of the game. Full delivery from Akif, and Uzair has managed to place it towards mid-wicket for 4.
I think that's the key, where you need to really pick up that bounce. The only error was Akif bowled it slightly fuller, probably a little too eager to pick up that wicket early. It was a swing there for Akif, no doubt about it, but Uzair had a better plan than Akifullah.
Good strike rate of 177 for Uzair. And that's a short ball. Will be called a wide. A typical response from Akif after being hit for a hit. Goes for the bumper. 5 wickets to him. Would have definitely liked a few more. The economy is not bad, 8.19, but hasn't been able to take wickets in clusters, and would want to get a 4 wicket or a 5 wicket haul for himself.
A 6 given only out of 2 deliveries. It's been quite not this start we know Akifullah provides for Team Abu Dhabi. Oh, problem at the other end. Direct hit would have got Ahan Fernandez out. He was running towards his partner. The ball was straight into the fielder's hand. There was no run there. Nothing wrong with Ahan's tournament the way it's going. It's only the fielding of his. Yeah, this is where. Now, Jose need to send his partner back when he just come a couple of steps ahead and suddenly decides that I'm going to stop here and not send my partner back. You need to give a clear message. Say a big no.
Well, that's another good shot from Uzair. And straight to the fielder. Well, Akif strikes and gets that wicket. Uzair from outside off decided to play it straight into the hands. I think he didn't realize there is a fielder there. Played it straight to him. And that is wicket number 1 down. Akif strikes. Reds lose their first.
He had a plan in place. All this time he was trying to move it away. And finally the plan has worked. They kept that fielder Mazhar Bashir making no mistake. And there you go. The celebration of Akif comes in place here. 4 of 3. Uzair Haider, it's 6 for 1. Emirates Reds. Shabik is the new man. Drop and run straight away. Gets off the mark. I think that's a good way of getting off the mark. First, you need to break that single or at least anything. Get some runs on board for yourself to get going. Most importantly, you need to hit the ball at the willow somewhere. That's how that wicket has fallen. That angled it away, and Uzair Haider couldn't hold himself back. Went for that shot.
Well, should have played it straight down the ground, just like Ahan did this time, but he's got hands to it. Akif, that was another half a chance of getting another wicket. Not to be, and he's disappointed, and rightly so. First over done. Reds are 7 for 1. Emirates D10 2023, the broadcast and streaming partners. In India, you can watch us on fan code. Oh, inside edge. Sharp delivery there from Mohsin. He's been bowling really well for Abu Dhabi. So fan code in India, ARY Zap and A Sports in Pakistan in digital and broadcast. On YouTube, you can watch us on CricTracker. On Facebook, it's Sports Eye and Myco app as well. If you want to watch it on your phone on an app, Myco is the place to be. Rest of the world, it's ITW Prodigy and TPD 360 production, and we are live from the ICC Academy. Goes full, goes into the block hole, the bat hitting the ground, and the sound of that bat hitting the ground hits different.
Yeah, I just wonder if that bat is all okay or not, because that was a big sound. Mohammad Mohsin has 7 wickets in 9 encounter. I think his economical is much better. The last game he played, he picked up 2 wickets and has been impressive. So is his partner Zishan Ali. HN gone. Shabik departs. That's what Mohsen is known for. His wicket-taking abilities are so impressive. Abu Dhabi are delighted to take 2 wickets.
Good ball there from Mohsin. Pitched it in the right area. Came in sharply. Didn't have much time, Sana, to play or do anything. Cramped him for room. And the keeper, Kamran Atta, taking a very comfortable catch. So another wicket down. Mohsin gets his first wicket as well. Reds are in trouble. And the red light is on for Emirates Red. 7 for 2.
Mohsen coming in now with the wicket to his name. Without conceding a run here. Could be a wicket made in this one. This is what he had to play. You cannot leave that delivery. Neither you can hit that delivery. That's a perfect bowling. Shabik looking shocked there. Not in easy conditions to bat on. The wicket has a little bit of an extra bounce. That's what I can see. Mohammad Shahdad. He's been impressive. The average is mighty big and the strike rate of around 180. It's fabulous. Oh, great delivery. Great piece of bowling. This is Mohammad Mohsen. Was in a worse to get a wicket made in over here.
Well, that was a good delivery from Mohsin again. He's been bowling in that channel and has been very effective. Again, outside off and lets it go, Shadad. So the second over, a beautiful over, a maiden and a wicket in that. 2 overs gone, 7 for 2. Dafa News, one of our sponsors, and good to have them on board. New man in for Abu Dhabi is Irshad Hussain. 2 wickets to him in 5 games. A high economy and a very high average as well, but he'll need to change that. Today could be his day. Irshad to Ahan Fernandez. Oh, a thickish edge, and the ball will race away towards the deep third. Not where he intended. Good start from Irshad, but he's been taken for 4 runs.
That's a first sign when you are in form. Otherwise, usually if you're out of form, that ball ends up into the keeper's glove or to that short third, but it just trickles between the two and goes for 4 runs. Nahan There's a lot of believe in himself. He's been doing well. Oh, there was a noise and appeal here, but bowler is not joining that appeal of keeper. There was clearly a bat hitting the surface of Farhan Fernandez. Yeah, there you go. There's a good distance between bat and ball. Yeah, the bat hitting the surface. Clearly a big noise. Oh, big swing there from the bowler. Lampa lets that go. That was close. Interesting field set there. So there is no power play. So there will be a widespread field out there.
Was that an edge? Moved in the air, coming around the wicket, Irshad, this time after being hit for a 4. Trying to cramp Ahan for room. And Ahan has missed that again. So a 4 and then 2 dot balls on the trot. Make that 3 with the last one. 11 for 2. Red are definitely not being able to score runs freely. Nicely guided towards the deep third. Osama will cut that off.
Yeah, I think it's not only the problem with wicket is being going down for Reds, but it's also the runs are not coming easily here. Only these two men, I think they can make a little difference here if they stick together for Emirates Red. They have done a great job, and we were talking about the averages, and you talk about Shadad's average, which is slightly over 50. If he gets going, that will be handy, but I don't think so. He's feeling comfortable right now. That ball has come into the right-hander so sharp. You can see the batter is down. 3 gone, 12 for 2.
Emirates D10 2023 is powered by Fan Code. 3 overs bowled, 12 for 2. It's going to be Yash Punja.
And new addition to the side. Got a very strange kind of action where we used to have back in the days when the left arm leg spinners, the way they used to bowl with a long run up and bowling that wrist bowl. Full toss again. He's not able to drop the ball in front. Pretty unique bowling action of a leggy here. Runs in like a fast bowler. Along the carpet. It's kind of a different action, so the batter is not able to get going. First, they are checking on him.
Yes, a different action there. shot and played on the back foot by Shadad, beg your pardon. Shadad taking that single. Four balls, four singles. Good bowling from Yash so far. Wanted to go big. Was there an edge? Bye signal, so no bat involved.
Yeah, that's where that notebook comes into play, and all the strategies has been drawn. Coach of Emirates Reds is thinking they have got a lot of responsibilities to plan and strategize the game. Single only. It's been a good over from Yash Punja. Haven't given much runs. 18 for 2, Emirates Reds. Well, Zubair Khan comes into bowl, and that's been straight away driven for a single at least. No, they're trying for two and they'll get it. Good running between the two. I think the pressure has been created well by the bowlers. The batters are not able to time the ball well. Neither they are able to hit the ball for big.
Zubair has been taken for 2 runs on the first ball, and Shadad and Ahan now will have to accelerate. It's been a slow start for Reds. They need to get boundaries. They're looking for 2. Yes, we'll get them. Good running between the wickets. It was played in the gap, and by the time Ali Abid could get to that ball, it's been taken for 2 runs.
It's Zubair got a lot of company in the spin department. As we see, Yash Punja joins the team new now. They've given, I think, rest to Zishan Ali, who's been their ace bowler and picking up wickets. He has the most number of wickets for Team Abu Dhabi, that's what I think. It's been impressive, really impressive. Zishan Ali today not playing with Team Abu Dhabi. Rather, I think Akifullah was the one who could deserve to take a rest before the big games. Meanwhile, it's been a hit on the onside. There could be a big chase for the fielder, but the ball will not have enough wheels, and throw was also wavered, so they will run for 3 at least. Good running. This is exceptional running between the two batters, Ahan Fernandez and Mohammad Shahdad.
Oh, yes, it is indeed very hot outside, and it definitely will take a toll. Running 3 is not easy. Ahan Fernandez trying to play that towards backward square leg. It was in the gap, and then they realized that there is a chance for the third. They went for it. Gets the inside edge again. Not timing it, not middling it. Will be a dot ball. Without a boundary, they've managed to get 8 runs in the 5 deliveries that they've bowled so far. Manager of Team Abu Dhabi on your screens. Played on the back and played in the gap. Couple more. So 10 runs in this over, and there's not a boundary that has been scored. 5 overs bowled, 28 for 2.
Four batters has been out there in the battle, and two of them are back in the hut. The two are operating here are into double figures. It's Mohammad Shahzad with 10, Ahan Fernandez with 11 of 11. I think they have slowed down things, but not us in the com box. Looking sharp with me. It's time for Ahmed Khwaja, AZ, to join me. AZ, welcome to the commentary box.
Thank you very much, Abid. 28 for 2, the Emirates Reds, after winning the toss in a spot of bother. But Mohammad Shahzad and Ahan Fernandez looking to build a partnership here. Only 30 legal deliveries remaining in the innings. Yash Punja, the tall leggy, very, very tall leggy, coming on to bowl his second over. Big shot down the ground, but he hasn't middled it. Long off, long on, just between the two. Bit of a misfield, but they will only take 1 run. Good fielding. So they're just struggling to time the ball this afternoon here, the Emirates Reds batters. Although it is a very true surface. It's been excellent bowling from the men in yellow, keeping it tight. Two of the stronger sides in the Emirates D10 this season. Number 2 and number 3 respectively. Oh, beautiful delivery coming in with the arm, big appeal. But it's perhaps sliding down the leg side. That was a beautiful wrong one from Yash Punja.
Well, excellent pitch of delivery there from Yash. He's more of a bowler who relies on those googlies heavily. Look at that. Now that came in sharply. I think good decision from the umpire.
Next delivery, it's another wrong one. Going across the left-hander, beautifully bowled. I love the flight and the angle that he's creating on this pitch. And he's about 6'4", 6'5", and then he's got those long arms, so that ball is coming from perhaps 10 and a half feet. Not easy for the batters to get underneath it. Pulled away. Does it have the distance? Oh, yes, it does. Over wideish long on for a maximum.
That's been a wonderful hit. Ahan Fernandez is only getting better and better. He read that bowler well, and that was really half track and nothing delivery there, but got the treatment what it deserved. 6 runs.
18 or 14 now for Ahan. He goes for it again. Towards long on and will be taken. Akif Raja safe as a house there at long on. And Yash Punja finally rewarded for some consistent bowling. The pressure was telling on the Emirates Reds batters, and something had to give. Third wicket down.
Yeah, it was no more options for Ahan Fernandez to go for the big shots. As the pressure was piling, he found one to be slightly in the slot, but not a great of the timings. And the man, Akifullah Raja, won't miss that one. He's got everything to cover the shades as well. 36 for 3.
New batter in is another left-hander. It's the all-rounder Mohammad Irfan. So Yash Punja hit for a 6 but responded beautifully. This time it's in the air again. Akif Raja racing after the ball from long on. And he's put it down. Well, it was a great effort by the big fast bowler. He just about got to the ball, but it just popped out when the elbows hit the turf there. Very, very lucky there indeed, Mohammad Irfan. And very, very unfortunate is Yash Punja. So a dramatic over comes to an end. Emirates Reds 37 for 3. So interesting move here by the Reds. They are taking the floating power play. There is the signal from umpire Razik. So they certainly need to get on with the game. Current run rate just above 6. It's going to be the big fast bowler Mohammad Mohsin, coming off a player of the match performance recently. He's been a great find. A wicket maiden to start. What a wonderful start for him. So there is a deep square leg and a wideish long on in place for the left-hander Irfan. So the plan is to bowl back of a length and straight. Try to force them to play on the leg side. And perhaps hole out to that deep square leg. It is the bigger boundary towards the car park. Swung away immediately after that fielder, and brilliant fielding at square leg. It's Muqtadar Babar, the big unit, getting down efficiently, keeping them to a single. Nicely done there. And this was the dismissal. This was the dropped catch, unfortunately, of Mohammad Irfan. Akif Raja had a long way to go there, Abid. Got to the ball. And yeah, just didn't land in his palms, did it?
He's done well. Full marks for the efforts, but it was just that kind of a character and the name Akifullah carries with him should have been taken.
Swung away towards that mid-wicket region once again. They're running hard for 2 on the throw, and they'll make it in time. It's not easy for one man to cover that very big square boundary on the leg side. Plenty of encouragement from the Abu Dhabi dugout. But they certainly need at least 85-90 runs here. It's not going to be easy. It is a good batting surface, but the bowling from Team Abu Dhabi has been absolutely on the money. The fast bowlers and Yash Punja, the young leggy, doing well. Zubair Khan, you know, he's super consistent. He's very, very reliable indeed. But Mohammad Irfan does have that big hitting ability. We've seen that in the domestic scene. He's been a good find. Genuine bowling all-rounder, batting all-rounder. Carved away behind point. That's a glorious shot. He read the length early and just hit it behind point, screaming away for 4.
Glorious shot that is. That is perfect shot. Irfan has been having a mixed bag of a tournament. He's been up to the order and down to the order as well. But that shot is something that you don't get to see every day. It makes room, clears that ring field, goes over the point. What a shot. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
This time back of a length. That's better. Keeping it out of the left-hander's hitting arc and smacking into that sports eye board. Did that boundary go? And of course you can watch all sorts of wonderful content on Sports Eye as well, pertaining to this D10, the IPL, and all the happenings around the cricketing world.
Undoubtedly. What a great platform of social media where you can watch these and those short clips as well, and also the entire game.
Or down the leg side, poor delivery. That's the only issue with Mohammad Mohsin. He can be a bit inconsistent with his lines. He is a pure wicket taker. I like the way Ali Abid uses him. He tells him to attack. But sometimes that can be quite difficult in a format like D10. And of course, speaking of social media, there's nobody more active than Mr. Abid Ibrahim himself. He's a social butterfly.
Well, indeed. I'm just silent there.
For once. 46 for 3. Pitched up and sliced behind the offside ring. Once again, big chase for Osama Hassan Shah. And the ball will win the race. Well, that just ran away down the slope and hit the boundary rope, raising the 50 for the Reds.
Just wonder, he could have done much, much better on that occasion. What is he looking for? The ball is just behind him. Look at that. Very casual Osama There, he could have done better. Look at that. Osama Shah. There
I
you go.
needed to put the dive in, you're right. Went for the messy back heel instead. And well, watch out, young man. 50 for 3. So good aggression in this floating power play over from Irfan. Couple of boundaries. Oh, back of a length, extra bounce. Nicely bowled there by Mohammad Mohsin. So he will conclude his spell on the day with 1 wicket for 13. Not too bad at all. 50 for 3 after 7.
Well, it's very interesting how people can watch us there from around the world here. Now that's Maiko, who can you can watch on Maiko not only in Middle East but even in Pakistan as well. So this is where we talk about watch it, earn it, on it.
Oh, absolutely. I was just watching the live action the past couple of days on the Myco app. Very smooth, works perfectly, and plenty of fabulous content apart from the D10 cricket there as well. So it's going to be Irshad Hussain into the attack for his final over. Oh, that was a length delivery. Shahdad, he's missed out there.
Shahdad seems to be a little bit off color. It seems to be, looking at Shahdad's performance throughout the tournament so far, it seems to be Shahdad is someone who you cannot predict which Shahdad will come out to bat today. Either he'll be flawless, he'll score 50s, either he'll have a hard time to connect.
Length delivery pulled away and straight to fine leg. Well, that's a very, very unlucky dismissal for Mohammad Shahdad. He could have put that ball anywhere behind square on the leg side, and he picked out Zubair Khan at the edge of the ring. A very lucky wicket for Irshad Hussain.
Well, very unfortunate. Dismas Salani is down, Irshad. But he'll be soon up seeing he's picked up the wicket and the big one here. Mohammad Shahdad. He could make a lot of difference, but today not a greatest day for him. Strike rate is just 73. He departs. It's 50 for 4.
So the new batter is the captain, Sanaul Haq Bhatti, has had a decent tournament. Excellent strike rate of 185. That will do very, very nicely indeed. He has been floating in the batting order, sometimes in the top 3. This afternoon at number 6. Sliced away behind point and deep third. Oh, great effort. But just couldn't get down quickly enough there, Mazhar Bashir. That's a priceless boundary for the Reds.
Well, he had a hand onto it, but couldn't hold that back. That was a good looking shot straight away. If you can get off the mark with a boundary, well, that's a very positive sign now. From here, even despite losing 4 wickets and scoring only 54 of 7.3, you still have a chance to make into the game by hitting a few of those blows.
Well, that was a full toss, didn't capitalize there. Good fielding at cover sweeper by Osama. That was much better. 55 for 4. Still have 2.2 overs to go after this. 14 legal deliveries. Can they get about 30 runs? Get up to 85. They'll need a big over sooner rather than later. Irshad Hussain has done a decent job as well. Only conceded 10 runs, run a ball stuff. And the wicket of Mohammad Shahdad. Beautifully bowled. Block hold Yorker. They squeezed it out to mid-wicket. They're running for 2. No, they'll stick to 1. Good idea. Ali, pardon me. Team Abu Dhabi, a very good fielding side. They tend to be a little slow in the outfield, but they don't drop their catches, Abid. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, barring that one Akifullah drop down, but I think that was also a lovely effort.
Yeah, that was a difficult catch, you're right. 56 for 4. Oh, beautiful Yorker once again, right on the money as is Irshad Hussain. And that is an excellent spell. 1 for 11 in his 2 overs. Emirates Reds, 56 for 4, going at 7 runs per over. It's an ITW Prodigy and TVD 360 production, live ball-by-ball coverage of the Emirates D10 2023, powered by Fancode. And of course, full credit goes out to our lovely broadcast team. They treat us very well, like kings. Sometimes they can be a bit naughty, but it's okay. Koi baat nahi. 56 for 4. After 8 overs, something needs to happen here for Emirates Red. They need a big over, Abid. Zubair Khan into the attack and bang down the ground. One bounce over the rope for 4.
Well, Irfan is doing what he's sent for. Left the crease little late and surprised the bowler. That's how you need to do against the left armer, against left-hander. It's a perfect battle.
Yeah, you're right. This is a big risk taken by Ali Abid here. First ball boundary. Steps out and goes straight up. Who's going to take it? Long on, long off. Oh, that's a brilliant catch by the captain, Ali Abid. An absolute stunner. Diving to his left. And he's perhaps pulled off the catch of the tournament. That is brilliant.
Well, that went miles up in the air. It was hard to judge that one. Look at the effort. It's captain himself who had to do it. If he cannot, he need to set the perfect example. He circled around before grabbing that one down. And then finally got rid of Irfan.
Beautiful catch there. Setting the tone in the field is the skipper. And that's the 5th wicket down for Emirates Reds. So the new batter in is Clint Birkinshaw. Excellent strike rate. I'm not sure why he's batting at number 8. He's a much more capable player than that. We've seen how brilliant he's been with the bowling. Let's see if he can add some quick runs with the blade as well. Edged away just in front of the backward point. That was lucky. Great fielding there by Mohsin, I believe it was. They will take a quick single.
Well, I think there's Emirates Red team who doesn't go with the one certain pattern that was in the air. A dropped shot. Well done there.
Big up shot over mid-wicket and taken. Osama Hassan Shah. That was the longest boundary here at the ICC Academy Oval 2. Sanaul Haq Bhatti with that pick-up shot. And he's picked out the deep mid-wicket fielder to perfection. The 2nd wicket for Zubair Khan.
Well, he timed that well. He middled that one well, but just couldn't generate enough power to clear the fans, because that is easily around 80 or 75 meters boundary out there. That is, as you mentioned, longest part of the ground. Sana Ulhaq, the captain, departs scoring 5 or 4. It's 61 for 6.
So the new batter coming in is Mohammad Umar Dogar, coming off a player of the match performance. So his confidence is up as well. Beautifully bowled there by Zubair Khan. Well, he's come back beautifully after that early boundary conceded. 2 for 15. Final delivery of his spell. He's been right on the money. Such a reliable operator for the men in yellow. And this time a flighted delivery outside off. Excellent glove work by Kamran Atta. 61 for 6 with 6 balls to go. Official food partner of the Emirates D10 2023, Radiant Star Restaurant Management. Given us a lot of yummies, a lot of goodies throughout the tournament. So the final 6 balls coming up. Who will be entrusted with it? Clint Birkinshaw, big striker of the ball. Everybody is bowled well for Team Abu Dhabi. Zubair Khan, Mohammad Mohsin, Irshad Hussain. It will be Akifullah Raja, UAE international fast bowler. Capped in both the T20I and ODI formats. He's been class throughout the tournament. 1 for 7 on the day. So final 6, an important 6 for the Reds. Oh, lost his footing there. Needs to be careful. It is a brand new surface and you can see it's a bit grassy towards that popping crease area. And you need to be careful where you land, Abid.
And I don't see any problem with the shoes as well. They are also brand new.
Well, Akif Raja certainly looks very stylish. I have had an eye on his goggles, trying to get them off him, but he's like, no way, mate. I like them too much. They're my good luck charm. And certainly he's been fabulous throughout the tournament. Slower bouncer attempted and belted down the ground, but doesn't quite have the legs. Oh, yes, it does. Where was the long off and long on fielders? Just trickling away for 4.
Well, it is good efforts there, but all in vain. What a way to welcome Akif on. I didn't thought that will go all the way. That was not timed really well. Still, it was hit so straight that it had to go in the gap.
Yeah, the mid-off was in the circle there. Now he's been pushed back. Down the leg side, nicely turned around the corner. Big chase for the square leg fielder. They can take 2 or maybe 3 here. Muqtadar Babar, they're running on the throw here. Umar Dogar, is he going to make it? Chance for a run out. Shy at the non-striker's end. And they took a chance on the throw and they've just about pulled it off. Great running between the wickets.
Exceptional running this has been. That's how you need to go do. That's how you need to give your every best effort what you can. Look at that farm touch on the onside, and it was his partner Umar Dogar who pushed him for the third.
The 2 big fast bowlers pushing each other. Well, Clint would have been run out by 3 yards. But that was good stuff. Much needed runs here for the Reds. It is going to be Umar Dogar on strike now. Slot ball, and he's launched it into the air. And it's gone for 6. Just carrying over Irshad Hussain. Priceless maximum for the Reds. Umar Dogar coming out with some serious intent. And we're just going to confirm whether that's a 6 or a 4. But it's certainly a boundary.
I think they need to control these runs. All these 9 overs previously bowled was exceptional well. And they had a control in that score. But now it's Akifullah's over. The last final one is gone for a few runs.
Yeah, I was never in a good position. Did get a hand to it. And yeah, that looks like a maximum to me. Even his foot is beyond the boundary rope there. An awkward effort by the long off fielder. And yes, maximum. So they've already taken 13 runs off 3 deliveries. Still a below par score. But if they can get a couple of more 6s, who knows? Down the leg side, that's going to be a wide. So just building up a head of steam here, the Emirates Reds. It's been A below par over from Akif Raja. 75 for 6. Is that going to be enough, Abid?
Well, I think Reds really need to bowl well. They need to do something similar what Team Abu Dhabi have done, take their catches in the outfield. If not, I doubt that Team Abu Dhabi, the likes of Kamran Atta and Ali Abid, they have plenty of batting.
Slot ball pulled away. It's the big boundary and it will go beyond the fielder. Umar Dogger is playing a fabulous cameo here. Another big strike on the leg side. And I believe it's gone for 4. We'll need to check once again. But this is an expensive over from Akif Raja. Length delivery picked up on the leg side. Big swing of the blade. And let's take a look. Yeah, 4 runs. 1 bounce over the rope. Brilliant camera work once again. So they are nearing that 85 total. Perhaps can even go beyond that. 10 off 4 for Umar Dogger. Hitting some big blows at the right moment. Full toss. Hammer towards cow corner. Oh, there's a misfield. Well, can you believe it? The pressure is telling on Team Abu Dhabi and Umar Dogger is absolutely loving it. He wanted that boundary and Akif Raja is not amused at all. He's very unhappy there.
Well, Umar knows only one way to throw the kitchen sink at it. That was very casual. And the ball maybe took that a little bit of a leg spin there.
Yeah, should have read the bounce. Just spun away from Mohammad Mohsin there at square leg. Expensive over. 3 boundaries and a 6. Plus the triple and a wide. So they've certainly piled it on. Final delivery of the innings. Round the wicket. Full toss hit away towards wideish long off. And a great catch taken by Ali Abid once again. He's got hands that are buckets this afternoon. Beautiful, beautiful catch. It wasn't an easy one, but he made it look relatively straightforward. And Emirates Reds conclude on 83 for 7.
Well, the last over gone for plenty of runs. Big credit to Umar Dogger, who has come in to score 14 runs. Very crucial 14 runs for the team in the end. And also a good show from Clint Birkinshaw as well. Both of those in the fast bowlers putting a good show together. They have done well. And I think this will make slightly look better in terms of chasing for Team Abu Dhabi. Well, Uzair Heather, again a failure for him up top, and Ahan Fernandez getting 18 or 15. And there was the top scorer of this game has been 18 runs from Mohammad Irfan, who played with slightly quicker. But I think it's overall the bowler's show. It was just the last over which gave the momentum towards Emirates Reds.
Oh, absolutely. Good cameo played there by Umar Mohammad Dogger and Mohammad Irfan top scoring alongside Ahan Fernandez. But it certainly does feel like a below par score here. In terms of the bowling, Raja Akifullah took a bit of tap in his final over. They were 61 for 6 at one stage till this wonderful 20-odd run partnership at the end. 1 wicket each for Mohammad Mohsin and Irshad Hussain. Yash Punja, the young leggy, was fabulous as well, 1 for 14, and 2 wickets for Zubair Khan in the penultimate over as well. Well, let's take a look at the highlights of the first innings then. It was Emirates Reds who won the toss and elected to bat first. Uzair Maan opening this afternoon, but he couldn't do much. Fell into the trap set by him by Akif Raja. Good catch at deep square leg. Then Mohammad Mohsin bowled a wicket maiden to first up. And Yash Punja, after getting hit for a 6, eventually got Ahan Fernandez to hole out at long on. Then Mohammad Irfan played a decent knock, took the floating power play and looked to counter-attack. That was an unfortunate dismissal for Shahdad. At this stage, it was a Team Abu Dhabi who were taking wickets in a flurry. They had reduced Emirates Reds to 61 for 6 at one stage. Zubair Khan with 2 wickets in the over. Take a look at this catch from Ali Abid. A fabulous effort. Brilliant stuff. And this was the fall of Sanaul Haq Bhatti as well, taken at deep mid wicket. But then Mohammad Umar Dogger and Clint Birkinshaw combined and added 20 odd runs in just 1.5 overs giving them that late momentum and giving Emirates Reds a defendable score. They'll still need to bowl out of their skins, but 83 runs in 10 overs, it can be done with a bowling side in form, especially the likes of Emirates Reds. Akif Raja taken for a ride in the final over, and this was the final delivery. Good catch once again from Ali Abid to dismiss Mohammad Umar Dogar, who played a wonderful cameo. So 84 runs is the target for the men in yellow. We'll take a short break and be right back with the run chase. Don't go anywhere.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second innings of this game, which is going to be played between Emirates Reds and Abu Dhabi. The first innings is part of history now. It's match number 29, and we are live from the ICC Cricket Academy. 83 runs is what Emirates Red have managed to get in their 10 overs, where Ahan Fernandez scoring 18, and that was a joint top scoring from Mohammad Irfan as well, who scored 18 of 10 deliveries. 14 came from Umar Mohammad right at the last fag end of the innings, and that's how they managed to get to 83 with the help of 4 extras. Looking at the bowling card for Abu Dhabi, they bowled well except for Raja Akifullah, who was expensive in his 2 overs, gave away 29 runs and got 2 wickets to his name. The others all contributing as always with the ball. Mohammad Mohsin getting a wicket for Irshad Hussain as well, a wicket for Yash Punja, and Zubair Khan, the pick of the bowlers, getting 2 wickets in his 2 overs. Disciplined bowling meant that they didn't give away a lot of extras, just 4 of them, and that's how they've restricted Emirates Red to 83. So 84 runs is what Abu Dhabi will need to win this game and also to keep their run going through. They've been invincible in this tournament, just lost that a couple of games, and other than that they have been really on their mark. The 2 men in yellow out there, Kamran Atta coming out to bat right at the top of the order, 9 innings for him, an average of 32, which is really good, and also a strike rate of 218, having a good run in this tournament. Kamran Atta behind the stumps as a wicket-keeper as well, and also with the bat. With him, giving him company out there is Osama, who will be starting the proceedings as well. And starting the proceedings with me in the comm box, giving me company, is Ahmed Khwaja.
Thank you very much, Shoaib. Yes, so it's going to be Abdullah Kayani, the left-arm spinner. Very good in the power play. Likes to bowl within the fielding restrictions. He's tall for a spinner. Gets that extra bounce. But it is a very good batting track. Don't go on the score that the Emirates Reds posted. You can hit through the line on the up. It is the Gabba replica wicket here this afternoon at the Emirates D10. 3 wickets in the tournament. Economy rate of 9.2. Not too bad considering he bowls in the power play.
Yes, he'll be starting the proceedings now for Emirates Red, and 84 on the board of 60. Abu Dhabi will definitely fancy their chances of chasing this target down. Let's play, says the umpire, coming around the wicket. Abdullah Kayani to bowl the first ball to Kamran. And immediately right from the middle of the bat and smacked towards point.
Yeah, not a lot of turn on offer this afternoon. There's a greenish tinge on the wicket here. So perhaps it will assist the fast man. And let's see if Abdullah Kayani, bowling to a very strict field, can do well here.
Flighted and outside off. Wanted to go big, wanted to go downtown. Misses it completely. Kamran Atta. And that will be a dot ball. Not a lot of turn for Abdullah.
Yeah, just using his height, using his variations. And that hint of extra bounce. There is a long on and deep mid wicket in place, and a short mid-wicket going out as well.
Uppishly played and in the gap as well. That's the first boundary for Kamran Atta coming from his bat, and that was absolutely smoked yet again from Kamran Atta.
Yeah, just sat up to be hit there. A bit short, a bit wide, and well, he's never going to die wondering, is he, the wicket-keeper batter of Abu Dhabi? Just beating that backward point fielder. Great effort there by Akshay, but it's gone for 4.
Catches the call this time. Oh, it's dropped. Oh dear. Wasim, that was the most easiest of catches that you will get at short third. Abdullah Kayani cannot believe his luck. But Kamran, well, he needs to buy a lottery here today.
Well, that's a very, very poor dropped catch from Wasim Akram, the left-arm seamer. Hint of turn, that extra bounce on the surface. That was a simple catch. And he tried to take it Aussie style, and he's dropped it Desi style.
Well, he definitely has dropped a sitter. And I don't think they've started off really well here, Emirates Red. They should have taken that catch. That would have been wicket number 1. And a big wicket of Kamran, who's averaging 30 in this tournament. But not to be. And Osama will be the man to face the next delivery. Keeping it outside off. Again, it's been played in the gap between the 2 fielders. Chase for the fielder there. Dives in Wasim, but doesn't get there. So the runs continue to flow for Abu Dhabi.
Well, they moved him from short third to cover, but the ball is still following him. Nice forcing shot off the back foot from Osama. And that ball just kept running away on this beautiful manicured outfield. And no chance for either fielder. 2 boundaries in the over.
9 on the board already. 1 more ball to go. Played off the back foot and played it fine, and they'll take a quick single. Osama will keep strike for the next over. First over done. Abu Dhabi have got 10 runs on the board.
With the broadcast and streaming partners of the Emirates D10 2023, you can watch it live on FanCode in India, ARY Zap and A Sports in Pakistan. And then you have CricTracker for YouTube, the rest of the world, Sports Eye for Facebook, and of course the Myco app for Pakistan and the Middle East. It's an ITW Prod G and TBD 360 production, bringing you these live pictures. What a fabulous tournament it's been. 44 matches in total over the length and breadth of 12 days. Relentless D10 action. And it's only hotting up. It's only getting better by the day.
Clint Birkinshaw is the new man in. 8 matches, 6 wickets for him. He's the perfect all-rounder to have in your side. Oh, first ball on the stumps and a brilliant effort there from Uzair. But that has hit him flush on his face. Oh, there's blood as well. I think that he's got a cut on his chin.
Very courageous there from Uzair Man. Full length dive, trying to restrict the boundary. He did that, but unfortunately you can see he's taken a blow on his jaw, on his chin there. Hopefully he hasn't lost any teeth, and you can see immediately his teammates surrounding him. And good to see the physio out there in a matter of seconds as well. Flicked around the corner, and take a look at this fielding effort. Oh, goodness me. He didn't even get a hand on it. It was straight into the jaws. And hopefully he'll be all right to continue. Certainly needs some medical attention. Well, taking a look at the most runs in the Emirates D10 this season, Ali Abid, the captain of Abu Dhabi, fabulous performer, 222 runs in just 9 innings, excellent strike rate as well. Then you have Ali Shan Sharfu, the captain of the Blues, super consistent, young, outstanding batter for the UAE national team as well, 205 runs. Rais Ahmed of Fujairah, he's been a great find for the men in green. Kamran Atta already currently out there in the middle. He'd like to just nudge above his captain there, get 20 odd runs to his name. And Abdul Shakur Sher, the wicketkeeper batter of Ajman, he's been quietly consistent in the tournament as well, even though Team Ajman is really struggling at the lower end of the table.
So Sports Eye is your page. If you want to watch this live content on Facebook, Sports Eye is where you want to head to. And also, they've got some interesting content on their socials, so follow them on Instagram, on their Facebook page, and also on TikTok.
Well, looks like he's all right, thankfully. A sigh of relief, just busted open his chin there. But he seems to be lucid, seems to be aware of his surroundings, and that's a big sigh of relief, Shoaib.
Yes, luckily not a major injury, and everything is good to go. Clint Birkinshaw. First ball was on the stumps and it was flicked beautifully.
Well, they've moved Wasim Akram to fine leg. We know that ball has been following him everywhere. Hopefully, he doesn't make any more fumbles in the outfield.
That's a good delivery again, just outside off and taking off once it pitches, so that this wicket definitely has some bounce on offer. And as rightly mentioned by Ahmed, it will assist the fast bowlers here.
And I'm just waiting for the floodlights to kick in. in the latter two games this evening. I think that will make that pitch very spicy, especially for the fast bowlers. And good to see the Reds management on top of the game taking care of Uzair.
Well, that's a good clean hit from Kamran using his feet, and he smacked that. That's a good reply from Kamran, which has been sailed over. It's been going all the way for a 6.
Well, he read the length early and just a good old-fashioned slap towards cow corner, dancing down the track, and beautiful timing. That will not please Clint Birkinshaw by any means, for a batter to stepping down at him and smashing it over the fence for 6.
Not a bad ball, that one from Clint, but just great hitting, great hand-eye coordination from Kamran Atta on that delivery, making sure he hits that and hits that cleanly. Where is he going next? Oh, wanted to play it with soft hands and take a single, but it was hit straight to Clint Birkinshaw, who did try to effect a run out, but Osama was there in time.
Great game awareness there by the big fast bowler of the Reds. He knew Kamran Atta was back in his crease, but what about Osama Hassan Shah? That would have been a moment of brilliance. So just keeping it tight, 17 for none. They dearly like a breakthrough. Already a catch going down in the first over.
Targeting the stumps again, flick towards square leg. This is a good fielding effort. A direct hit would have been even more interesting. Amar Badami at square leg, making sure he collects it cleanly and then has a shy at the stumps.
Well, as long as they don't lose a wicket, I do expect Abu Dhabi to take the floating power play immediately, and that will be very interesting to see who will bowl the third over of the innings this time. Just turn towards square leg. Good fielding by Amar, but Osama Hassan Shah very quick between the wickets.
Last ball, big heave again. This time Osama trying to go downtown, gets an edge and the ball flies towards the deep third for a 4. An expensive over from Clint. Comes to an end. It's 2 overs, 22 for no loss.
So Abdullah Kayani, the left-arm spinner, will continue. First delivery slightly wide and cut away. So they have not taken the floating power play as I was anticipating. Interesting move here from Abu Dhabi, just holding it back. And that will allow Abdullah Kayani to just spread the field now. Cover sweeper in place. Long off, long on, and deep mid wicket, as well as the deep square leg orthodox spinner's field. Oh, bottom edge. It's a long chase for the short third, and the ball will win the race. Well, a streaky boundary once again for Osama Hassan Shah, and frustration for the Reds.
Yes, quite a few edges already from Osama, trying to play somewhere, the ball going somewhere, and you can't place fields for edges. And this is exactly why Osama has managed to get a few boundaries to his name. This is much more control from Osama, just flicking it off his pads. Wants the second, but will have to settle for 1.
Well, that's poor running from Kamran Atta. He was never interested in the 2, but that was an easy couple, even on the throw. So let's see, perhaps he just wants to go hard after the spinner here, try to capitalize on the new ball.
Yes, he does want to go hard, and he finds the fielder this time. Wasim, well, redemption time for him. He had dropped him earlier, but this time he takes an even better catch to dismiss Kamran. It was hit hard and straight to him, but he's managed to hold on to it.
Well, it was a wide-ish long hop. He should have smashed it into the fence at extra, Instead, he finds the flying Wasim Akram, and Abdullah Kayani enjoyed that one. A big moment in the game. Kamranatha departs. It's 28 for 1.
Ali Abid, number 3 for Abu Dhabi, also the most run scorer in this edition of Emirates D10. 222 runs to his name, an average of 37 and a strike rate of 181.
So the leading wicket taker of the tournament coming in at number 3. Let's see if he can pile on the runs to this afternoon as well. Beautifully cut away behind point, but straight to the fielder. A stylish, elegant player, Ali Abid. He's been in prime form for the past 4-5 months. Perhaps knocking on the door of UAE selection as well, Ali Abid. He would be a great fit in that lineup.
That's been played uppishly and again straight to the fielder at short third. I think it was Shabik, the fielder there, making sure the ball doesn't cross him and doesn't hit his chin as well. End of the third over, it's 28 for 1, 29 for 1. Three overs, 29 for 1, and it's going to be Mohammad Umar Dogar will be starting the proceedings, and that's been called a no ball as well.
Yes, as per the new ICC regulations, if the ball doesn't land on the pitch at all, it will be a no ball. So umpire Razik well within his rights, and that's a priceless free hit for the man in form, Ali Abid.
Yeah, it's been given a no ball, but again, we've had quite a few discussions around this. If it lands behind the stumps and outside the wicket, it will be called a wide and not a no. That is what I've understood. This one's been played up in the air. There is a chance, but it's also a free hit. So Ali Abid taking his chances there and trying to go big, but finds the fielder. He'll get 2 runs nevertheless.
Yeah, trying to challenge the big leg side boundary towards the grass banks and just hit it straight up in the air. Good catch, but of course it comes to nothing off a free hit. So Umar Dogar, well, he's in good touch coming off a player of the match performance. Needs to bowl a tight over here. If he can get the wicket of Ali Abid, then Emirates Reg would certainly be in business. Edged away past the keeper. Beautifully played by Ali Abid. Was that an edge or a deliberate glide? That's for the juries to decide, but that's going to be 4 runs.
Runs coming in quick and fast for Abu Dhabi. Yeah, that was played late with intent. He opened the face of the bat, and for me, that is a well-guided shot for 4 runs. So Ali Abid, he's not only about those powerful big hitting shots, but also about deft touches and late connections with the bat.
Absolutely, he's a complete batter, like you mentioned. Can play the power strokes and just deflect the ball around as well. And well, Umar Dogar is struggling here. Now it's a wide after the no ball.
Has been wavered, Umar. One for the over signalled by the umpire as well.
Seven of 5, so he's gotten off to a decent start here. 47 needed of 40. Surely it's a game in hand for the men in yellow.
Pushed on the front foot straight to point, and a quick single taken. That's good running between the wickets. Ali and Osama, they are keeping themselves busy out there.
Yeah, they'll be busy at the crease for sure. Osama Hassan Shah, a youngster. He's played a few streaky shots, but good communication there. Immediately responding to the captain's call. You need that clarity between the pair at the crease. And so far they're doing a very, very good job indeed.
That'll be another wide. Trying too much, Umar. I think he's either thinking a lot or he's tired, because he definitely looks out of rhythm.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, the overrate penalties will also be applied even in the shortest format. You have 40 legitimate minutes to bowl your 10 overs. The umpires do give you a lot of leeway, but there is a limit to their patience as well.
Oh, inside edge, and the ball crashes into the stumps. Anti-climax here for Abu Dhabi. After a streak of wides, Umar has managed to get a wicket, and that should definitely give his confidence a big boost.
Yeah, Osama Hassan Shah once again wildly swinging there, not getting in line with the ball. Hint of nip off the surface and inside edge onto leg stump. So Umar Dogar has struck, and that is a timely wicket for the Reds. 39 for 2. So the new batter in is the powerful Muqtadar Babar. He's had a decent tournament, 147 runs to his name. Good strike rate as well. Big, powerful lad.
And that's another good delivery, and that's why I said that this will definitely bring some confidence back for Umair after that wicket. That wicket of Osama, trying to go big, playing across the line and getting an inside edge, and the ball crashing into the stumps.
Yeah, that was an agricultural hoik to say the least. And he'd been playing a chancy innings till then. Eventually, his luck ran out.
One more ball to go in this over for Umar. Bowls a slower delivery, and they will scamper through for a quick run. So that's the end of the over. A wicket in that, but an expensive over. 11 runs coming from it. 4 overs bowled, 40 for 2. Emirates D10 2023, powered by Fan Code. 4 overs 40 for 2. You can watch these games on Fan Code if you're in India. Catch is the call. One bounce straight to point. Ammar Badami is the new man, the leg spinner. In fact, he's the man who's bowling.
Yes, he's had a very good tournament so far, Ammar. And been a great find for the Reds, hasn't he? Oh, down the leg side, that will be a wide. So the commentator's curse, just as we were praising Ammar, is immediately fired one down the leg side. But he is a wicket-taking option for this Emirates Red side. Oh, big shot across the line. Perfect leg break there from Ammar Badami. There was drift in the air and it spun away from middle and leg. Beautifully bowled.
That was definitely a good ball. Drift in the air, as you mentioned, and then turning sharply. He was trying to sweep that. Was nowhere close to the ball. Another flighted delivery in the slot, and Muqtadir Babar has hit that straight, and that's gone all the way for a maximum.
Well, that's his shot. He loves to force the ball down the ground, driving with his bottom hand. And just a bit too full, although it was turning away from the bat. He has the power and that sweet connection. Flat six into the side screen.
Brings out the sweep and gets connection. It's in the air, but no chance for the fielder, as that one will also sail over the backward square leg fence for another six.
Yeah, I think that has the distance. A great sweep there. Once again, a bit too full. And he took a calculated chance. Big leg side boundary towards that square leg region. But he's come out with some serious intent and some serious power. That was well struck. Let's take a look here. And it will be just inside. Great camera work once again. So that's a boundary, and that will raise the 50 for Team Abu Dhabi.
Yes, the field placement has been a little faulty on that occasion with Muqtadir Babar. The way he hits, you want every member on the boundary ropes. He was way too inside the boundary ropes, and that allowed Muqtadir to hit that four.
Well, how many balls have we lost in those bushes? There must be 7 or 8 of them there at least by now. But looks like we have recovered it. No, new balls, please. We turn to our match referee, our dear Mr. Iftikhar Ali.
Most sixes in the tournament so far. Kamran Atta, who played a good knock in this game as well, has scored 18. Abu Dhabi, number 2, Ali Abid with 16 from Abu Dhabi as well. And Muqtadir Babar is closely following at number 4. He's still out there. If he can hit a few more, he can get into the top 3.
Well, what are they feeding the batters in the capital there? We'll need to find out. Maybe some gunpowder biryani or something. Look at that. 18 for Kamran Atta. Ali Abid has 16. And Muqtadir Babar. So that's a power-packed D10 batting lineup for you. For the men in yellow.
Oh, he's definitely going to go into the top 3 today. He's come out with a plan, and the plan is to hit sixes galore. That too will follow and go all the way towards the long on for half a dozen.
Well, once again, Ammar over pitching, and Muqtadir Babar said, yeah, I'll have a piece of that. Bang! See you later. That's heading into our production room and onto our director's head. Big shot.
Well, they're all wearing helmets. Big hit. Sixes from Babar. So Mujahid, the umpire, Mujahid Raza. Another big hit, and will find the fielder. So after hitting quite a few runs and boundaries and sixes, Muqtadir finds Umar at long off, and that will be another wicket for Abu Dhabi.
Well, Ammar Badami has the last laugh. Bowled it slightly towards off stump, driven down the ground fiercely once again. And Mohammad Umar Dogar, that's a brilliant catch by the big fast bowler. Falling to his left, he kept his balance, he kept his composure. But Muqtadir Babar A fabulous cameo. I think his job is done. 57 for 3. He makes 17 of just 9 deliveries. 8 deliveries, pardon me, with 2 maximums. So it's going to be Mohammad Irfan, the fast bowling all-rounder, coming on to bowl. And there's going to be a change in the com box as well as Shoaib gets a well-deserved break. And I welcome back Abid Ibrahim. Welcome back, Abid. And first delivery nicely glided away down to deep third for a single. So it's going to be Uzair Basha, who has joined Ali Abid at the crease.
Thank you very much. That's a wicket. The last dismissal was belted hard but couldn't clear Umar Dogar there. Yeah, the coach is happy there. Jared Davis, he's delightful with the effort of his fielder. The fast bowler usually don't bend down easily.
A big shot by Uzair Basha. Over long on into the grass banks. That ball has disappeared and is not returning into the schoolyard. What a hit to get off the mark.
Well, that ball actually wanted to go to school for some learnings.
Yeah, it was in the slot, and look at that clean swing of the blade. Goodness me, that's a big 6. That's about 90 meters plus, Abid.
I don't think so. That ball would like to come back after getting that kind of a hammering.
Well, Mohammad Irfan, that will certainly wake him up. You're right. They require less than a run a ball now. 20 needed of 28. What a shot. I'm still thinking about it. Next delivery, even bigger. Even farther. It's out of here. It's going into space.
That's a beautiful connection there by Uzair Basha. If there is no pressure, you bring your best out. And that's kind of a stroke that was for Uzair Basha. He is on a verge to make this game done and dusted. 2 bowls, both of them sailed over for 6 runs.
Those are 2 humongous 6s there. 2 of the biggest 6s we've seen in the D10 so far. 12 off 2. He seems to be in a hurry. He has a flight somewhere. On next ball, typical response of the fast bowler. Short, quick delivery. And he does well to get out of the way. That was traveling towards his grill there. Beautifully bowled by Irfan.
Yeah, this is more better. That it's not an easy ball to play that one. This is the 6. This is glorious. That is gone. That's a gigantic 6 on the onside. Even beautiful.
That was a brilliant strike indeed. He's playing with the long handle and using it to devastating effect. This time wanted to cut it over point. That ball was there to hit but just missed out.
Yeah, as you mentioned, he's playing with a long handle. So with the long handle, it's difficult to play the cut shot or the back of the line deliveries. So this is where Irfan has used his brain well and trying to bang it short.
Absolutely, you're spot on. Good technical analysis there from Dr. Abid, our cricket doctor. You're absolutely spot on. You're good in the V, but struggle to manipulate the ball square of the wicket. This time bottom edge and short third is up. And that's going to scurry away for 4 once more. Expensive over from Mohammad Irfan. Well, that will conclude fiery stuff. 17 runs off the over. 74 for 3. Well, for live ball-by-ball coverage of the D10 and lots of other top quality content, you can download the Myco app and watch it live ball by ball in Pakistan and the Middle East. They've been a wonderful entrant into the market of sports content, and they're certainly changing the game. Next delivery from the left arm spinner, it's Mohammad Asif. He's had a good tournament as well. Cut away to point, but only a dot ball.
He's been amongst the wicket that every time he's been given the responsibility, he's performed well. Now Ali Abid wanted to play the reverse sweep. I think they'll get 4, but we'll wait for the umpire's signal. Yeah, that's given as runs. 4 runs for Ali Abid, and they are at the touching distance from the victory over the Emirates Reds. Yeah, he's just a paddles. This is good bowling there from Asif, trying to bowl around the patch or perhaps following the bat as well. Steps out, takes the charge, gets big, straight to field. Clint Birkinshaw has had the lightning speed to reach that hit, which was straight hit. Came in between and takes that catch. Still the fight for Emirates Red is on. They really don't want to give it up, but I think the game is pretty much. But more importantly, Asif, he's keeping his form alive, that where he has that wicket-taking abilities. Yet again he strikes, takes the man out who was hitting with 266 strike rate. Uzair Basha departs 16 of just 6 deliveries. Abu Dhabi are 79 for 4.
So it's going to be a leading edge. Goodness me, Mazhar Bashir, the next batter in, and very carefully off the mark. But Mohammad Asif, whenever he comes into the attack, Abid, he makes an impact.
And undoubtedly, he's an impactful player whenever he gets.
Oh, it's another leading edge towards extra cover and just falling in the gap. They had posted that extra cover deep. It was Amar Badami out there. So we're just about 1 hit away from victory for Team Abu Dhabi. But it will go into the 8th over, 81 for 4.
Extra cover deep, extra cover.
So just about 3 runs away from victory. It's been a clinical performance from Abu Dhabi. And they will go clear second on the table. Of course, Team Fujairah, 7 wins out of 8. So they're sitting pretty at the top. Amar Badami will perhaps bowl the final over of the game. First over took a bit of tap, but did pick up a wicket. Cut away by Ali Abid. Good fielding at backward point. So they don't want to... Amar Badami doesn't want to get the winning runs hit off him.
I think Ali Abid, as the way he's going, I think we won't go to extend to the next over. Yeah, one connection. It's needed. They need one clear connection. And in the meantime, take only a single. And that brings Mazhar Bashir on strike, and he's also a senior member of this team.
Big swing across the line, beautifully bowled by Amar. He is certainly getting that drift in the air this afternoon. If he had a few more overs to express himself, perhaps a few more runs, he could have been very dangerous on this wicket.
Well, but I see the length he's bowling. And line as well. He's not shy away from bowling those flighted deliveries, even in the 10 over format. Why isn't there no packed outside? I mean, the field should be packed inside. They need only 1 run now. They earlier should have done that when they were needed 2.
So the scores are level. It will be the captain. Oh, and he sends it out of the park. Put the cherry on the cake, and the match is won. with a maximum. A beautiful strike by Ali Abid, and Team Abu Dhabi romp home and win by 6 wickets. So a good batting show here from Team Abu Dhabi. Were aggressive right from ball 1. Kamran Atta, Muqtadir Babar chipping in alongside the skipper. And that's 2 points for the men in yellow.
And if it was anyone who deserves to hit winning runs, it was the captain himself, Ali Abid. What a match he's had! What a tournament he's having. Abu Dhabi has been from the first season till now. The journey has been absolutely great for them. Earlier they were struggling to find a single victory. Now they had the second best of this tournament already. What a way to get this victory and get to that number 2 spot.
Oh, absolutely. They're looking very strong to make it into the top 2, make it into the top 4 and move on to the D10 playoffs. And a comfortable victory over Emirates Reds this afternoon. Steady contribution throughout the batting order, but it was Ali Abid the standout performer, 22 of 14, and got good support from Uzair Basha, Muqtadir, Osama Hassan Shah and Kamran Atta as well. In terms of the bowling, a wicket apiece for Abdullah Kayani, Umar Mohammad Dogar, Amar Badami and of course Mohammad Asif, the left-arm spinner. Didn't bowl too badly, but they just didn't have enough runs to defend. So let's take a look at the highlights of the second innings then. 84 was the target for Team Abu Dhabi and they came out very aggressively indeed. Kamran Atta, as expected, 200 plus strike rate in the D10, was looking to go after the spinners in the power play. Clint Birkinshaw took a bit of tap as well. Great 6 over cow corner. Osama Hassan Shah didn't play with a lot of control and conviction, but did manage to pick up some timely boundaries. Great catch to dismiss Kamran Atta there. Then Ali Abid came in and was his simple, sublime self. That was the dismissal of Osama Hassan Shah. And Amar Badami, well, he took a bit of a hammering at the hands of Muqtadir Babar. Some big 6s down the ground, but eventually he did have the last laugh. Great catch taken at long off.
Yeah, that was the wicket for Amar Badami. He's given 17 in his first over, and that 6 was a big one. And this is to follow the next one. They had a 4, and that in the end that catch from Clint was excellent catch, and that was it. The final hit gone sailing over, and that 6 runs confirms the number 2 slot for Team Abu Dhabi in the points table.
So the match summary for you then, it was Emirates Reds who won the toss, elected to bat first, but they could only manage a score of 83 runs in their allotted 10 overs. Mohammad Irfan and Ahan Fernandez 18 apiece. Superb bowling from Team Abu Dhabi, Zubair Khan, Raja Akifullah with 2 wickets apiece, and Irshad Hussain with a very good spell, only conceding 11 runs and picking up a wicket. In response, Team Abu Dhabi chased it down with plenty of time to spare. Ali Abid, the captain, coming in undefeated, 22 of 14. A wicket apiece for Mohammad Asif, Umar Mohammad Dogar and Abdullah Kayani. But in the end, Abu Dhabi won comfortably by 6 wickets. Well, that is all from the Combox for now. Join us after the break where Shoaib Ahmed will be conducting the post-match awards presentation. Stay tuned.
Good evening and welcome to the post-match presentation for match number 29 of the Emirates D10 2023, powered by Fanco. The game was between Emirates Red and Abu Dhabi, number 2 on the points table taking on number 3, and Abu Dhabi at number 2 will continue to remain at number 2. They won this game comfortably, making sure that they keep their dream run in the tournament absolutely impeccable. It was a clinical performance all throughout the game, first with the ball, managing to restrict Emirates Red to a below par total of 84 runs. 84 was the target, and in the second innings they chased it comfortably in the end, losing 4 wickets and completing that run chase in a matter of 7.5 overs. It has always been the same story for Abu Dhabi. Every player has come out and contributed with the ball, with the bat, notable performances coming from each and every one. And the fact that every game has a different player of the match itself testifies that this team is playing like a unit. Today we've got the match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, with the player of the match memento in his hand, and this one goes to another player who's done really well with the ball, Mohammad Zubair Khan, a new player of the match for Abu Dhabi, getting 2 wickets in his 2 overs and conceding just 15 runs. Zubair, congratulations. Economical and getting those 2 wickets as well. Zubair, मुबारक हो आपको, बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस है. हमने देखा है अबू धाबी में हर मैच में एक नया प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच बनता है, तो आपको भी मज़ा आ रहा होगा आई एम श्योर खेलते हुए इस टीम में.
जी बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का बहुत लाख लाख शुक्र है जी. माशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छा हमारा मोमेंटम बना हुआ है और मोमेंटम के साथ हम कैरी कर रहे हैं और माशाल्लाह हर जो इंडिविजुअल है वो परफॉर्म कर रहा है और जो टीम के लिए बहुत अच्छा है.
आप अपनी परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में बताइए. 2 ओवर में 2 विकेट्स लिए, 15 रन दिए. कैसी विकेट थी और क्या प्लान था?
जी माशाल्लाह कैप्टन का बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस है मेरे ऊपर और मेरी हमेशा यही कोशिश होती है कि मैं कंटेन पे जाऊं और T10 में जैसे जो कि शॉर्ट फॉर्मेट है, आप अगर कंटेन पे जाए तो ऑटोमेटिकली चांस होता है कि आपको विकेट मिल जाती है.
और अब इस टीम के बारे में बताइए, अबू धाबी में बताइए कि कैसा चल रहा है माहौल. आप हमेशा से खेलते आ रहे हैं और हमने देखा है कि जो आपकी मैनेजमेंट है वो भी आपको काफ़ी सपोर्ट करती है.
जी जी माशाल्लाह अमित सर जो हैं थ्रू आउट काफ़ी सालों से हमें बहुत सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं और जो मतलब वो प्लेयर कैरी करते हैं उनके साथ कैरी करते हैं और माशाल्लाह उनको सपोर्ट भी बहुत अच्छा करते हैं. मैं स्पेशली क्रेडिट दूंगा अबू धाबी की मैनेजमेंट को जो कि बहुत अच्छा हमारा लुक आफ्टर कर रही है और रिज़ल्ट भी इंशाल्लाह हम वैसे ही प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं.
मज़ा आया. ऑल द बेस्ट आगे के परफॉर्मेंसेस के लिए.
थैंक यू जी, थैंक यू.
That was the player of the match, Mohammad Zubair Khan, getting 2 wickets in his 2 overs and giving away just 15 runs. That's it from the post-match presentation, but it was the first game of the day. We've got 3 more to go. The next game coming up is another important clash. It's going to be Dubai taking on Sharjah, and that will be after a short break. Dubai will be playing 2 games today, and they'll be looking to win those 2 games and try to build some momentum in this tournament. Whether that happens or not, we'll bring that live action to you in just a bit. Stay tuned.
Good afternoon, cricket lovers, and welcome back to the ICC Cricket Academy in Dubai for Emirates D10 2023, powered by FanCode. It's time for match number 30, and it's the big clash between Team Dubai and Team Sharjah. Well, we have absolutely no time to lose. It's a fast and furious format. Let's head to the centre with Shoaib Ahmed alongside the two captains for the all-important toss.
Hello and welcome once again to the ICC Academy. It's time to flip the coin for the toss between